Hello to one and all. Welcome in to the Speedy channel on YouTube. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you all how to um, install the updated Stop the Ped 4.9.5.2 by the Bejojos. There's a couple things I want you all to do because I don't want to mess you guys up. I really didn't see that much difference in Stop the Ped. Just other than it's supposed to be like a updated version to the tow trucks according to the Bejojos. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. Appreciate you all coming out here. The first thing I want you to do while you're on your desktop is go ahead and left click and right click and create you a new folder. Alright, and then once you all get done creating you a new folder, name that whatever you guys want. But mine is going to be under Stop the Ped Revert. Because we're going to take the old version of Stop the Ped that we got in our main directory right now. And we're going to go ahead and put it over to this Revert folder you just created. Or whatever you guys named it. So let's go ahead and find our main directory. Go ahead and click on that file explorer there, and then whatever drive you got it in, mine's going to be in C. Programs file times 86, and then go to Steam, go to Steam Apps, and then go to Common, and then Grand Theft Auto 5. All right, now you should be in your main directory. All right, now what we're going to do now is first thing I want you guys to do is come down here and find your Rage Native UI.dll. Alright, find your Rage Native UI.dll. Go ahead and go ahead and click on it to highlight it. Click on it to highlight it, and then right click and go to copy. Not go to copy. Go ahead and open up this stop. Go ahead and open up the folder you just created. Mine's going to be under Stop the Ped Revert. Go ahead and click on that, and then left click, right click, and go to paste. All right, go ahead and paste that one in there. All right, and then go ahead and leave that folder open, and then go ahead and refresh on your main directory. And then if you have to, scroll all the way back up, and then go into your plugins, and then your capital letters LSPDFR. Now this is the following folders and files we are going to save. All right, go ahead and click on that vocal dispatch. It should be a folder. Click on the Stop the Ped, left control and click, and the Police Smart Radio, left control and click. Come all the way down here until you see the next two, which should be Stop the Ped.dll, left control and click, and just the Stop the Ped INI file. Left control and click. All right, take these 5 files. 1, 2, 3. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Take these 5 files. Right click on it and go to copy. Come back over here to your folder you just created. Left click, right click, and go to paste. All right, now you just saved your original Stop the Ped INI file, your Stop the Ped folder, your vocal dispatch, and your Police Smart Radio, and the DLL as well. I got a reason for that, all right? Because, like I said, I don't want to mess you guys up just in case if I mess up, all right? And, uh, and then if we mess up, I'll show you all how to put everything back in. All right, go ahead and close out of your folder you just created and minimize your main directory. All right, and just kindly move this Stop the Ped Revert. If you guys want to move it, just move it out of the way for right now. And then what we're going to do now is go ahead and click on that download link down below, which is going to be the Stop the Ped version 4.9.5.2 by the Bejojos, was updated 3 days ago. Today's date is March the 12th, 2024 on a Tuesday at we're starting recording time here. What I'll go ahead and say it now. 8:52 a.m. Let's go ahead and dive right into it. After you get done clicking on that, go ahead and scroll all the way down here to the bottom. Now, he's got a lot of pop-ups on here and everything. I suggest a pop-up blocker by any means, or however you guys stop pop-ups. But if you go to right here where it says Stop the Ped and you see this arrow, just click on that as fast as you can there. And then you're going to get a lot of pop-ups here, and I'm not going to leave you out until you see the Stop the Ped start downloading on your internet browser. All right, and then once you all get done with that, sling that out there on your desktop, and remember, I always open up in RimWire. All right. Now the second thing we're going to do is, I know this is different from how other people does it, but the second thing we're going to do is I want you all to go ahead and take this RimWire folder file here to Stop the Ped. Go ahead and left click on it, right click and go to copy. Left click, right click, go to paste. All right. Now you just made a copy of your copy of Stop the Ped. And then I'm going to show you. I'll show you what I'm ready to do. Go ahead and open up your Stop the Ped copy. Go ahead and open that up. And then once you all get that opened up there, this is what y'all. This is the next step. Go ahead and open up that folder, Stop the Ped. Navigate to your plugins folder and your LSPDFR folder. Come down here to your Stop the Ped INI and go ahead and click on that. And then once you all get done clicking on that, this is going to be your INI file that is inside your copy of your Stop the Ped. What I'm trying to do here is I am trying to actually do something a little different. Whenever we get these updates and everything, I am saving a copy of my plugins, so I won't have to go back in here and redo everything little by little and try to save much on my disk space as I possibly can by saving it over to an external hard drive. So after we get done going through these this INI file inside your Stop the Copy, I'll show you all how to save it and then drag everything over. All right. So you should be in your Stop the Ped copy, the one you just got done copying. All right. Now I'm gonna go ahead and make this big. Let's go ahead and get started on it. All right. Now right here under the keys. All right. Stop the Ped. That is going to be your menu whenever you start talking to somebody. All right. You can leave that E if you want to. I'm gonna change mine over to a capital K. All right. And then open the context menu for Stop the Ped vehicles. All right, I'm going to leave that as G. All right, key to be used with gunpoint to make a ped as a pursuit target. So, in other words, if you're going down the road, and if you want to make that as a target on a pursuit or and a foot pursuit as well, all you gotta do is get your gun out and hit T. Now, I never use it, but you guys can use it if you want to. I'm gonna change that over to a capital NONE for none. I don't use that, but you guys can use it if you want to. I'm gonna go to if you want to highlight that word none and then right click and make yourself a copy of that none word. All right, and then shortcut to quick grab the ped. Um, you can use that as well if you want to. Is a quick grab key is a T. I never use it because I'm always using Stop the Ped. I'm going to change that over to capital NONE for none. And then the left control key, I don't hardly use that. The modifier keys at all. I'm gonna hit left control V's and Victor for none on that. The next one's gonna be key to tackle the pursuit ped when the player is running. Tackle player key equals back. I don't use it either because we're getting ready to change that into our controls. If you guys don't want it, hit left control V's and Victor for none. Um, key to boost player speed when sprinting a few seconds. I don't ever use that enter button in this here is either, but you guys can leave it left control V's and Victor on that. And then I always use a shortcut key to pat down or to search a dead body or search a vehicle, which is going to be your F10. I'm going to leave that as F10 because I like that little function right there. And then key to call police transport or nearest suspect arrested. That is set up as the number 8 on your keyboard. I'm gonna change that over to capital NONE for none because I like to use grammar dispatch on that. All right, and then come down here to the next section, which it says buttons down here. All right, main button of the controller. If you have to tap it twice, equals D-pad right. If you guys don't want that on your controller, just highlight that D-pad right, hit left control V's and Victor for none. I don't use it either. And then controller button to open the context menu. I don't use it either. Left control V. You all can leave it if you want it on your controller. And your D-pad left context menu modifier button, D-pad left. Hit left control V as a Victor for none if you guys don't want it. And then right here where it says controller button to use with gunpoint to make a pursuit as to make a ped as a pursuit target. Gunpoint pursuit button D-pad up. All right, if you guys don't want it, left control V. I don't use it either. Shortcut button, quick grab the ped. I don't use that as either. Um, Left control B is a Victor for none on that. And then your D-pad left where it says quick grab modifier button. I don't use these modify buttons at all. If you guys want to, you can leave it. If not, left control V. Now, right here where it says button to tackle, the player is chasing in pursuit. Remember that back button? We just hit left control V's and Victor for none on that one. It's the same thing as on here, except this one's going to be on your controller. All right. So right here where it says tackle, pad button equals B. Highlight that B. If you guys want to, change that to anything that is your controller wise. Mine's going to be the capital X. And then right down here, button to boost player speed when sprinting a few seconds. All right, remember we changed that up there up there in the keys. Now we're gonna put this in our controller. You can leave that Y if you want to, but mine's going to be a capital A. All right, and then let's go down here to parameters down here. Um, right down here where it says um take control all pairs arrested by LSPD cop and prevent the suspect being transported by default LSPDFR cops. All right, change that. Take all over all arrest. I'm going to change that yes to a no. All right, and then I'll explain that in game as well. All right, now you got your percentage wise down here coming up next. All right, you got a probability that a ped has a gun permit. You got a 25% chance on that. Probability that that a pet has hunting license. All right. I don't know if you all do wildlife and fishing on there or not. You can leave that if you want to. Me, I don't. I don't hardly ever do that at all, but I will change that down to a 5. And then down here where it says fishing license too, I don't do no wildlife anyway, but I'm not going to put that as a 0. I want to put that as a 5. All right. And then let's go ahead and keep going here. Let's go ahead and keep going. And the next thing we're going to do here is, you can change your alcohol limit on here if you want to. All right. Breathalyzer illegal limit in most states, in about all states to most states, is 0.8%. I just leave it as that right there. And then chances of percentage that a ped will provide an invalid breath sample, that's like a 5% chance that somebody will do that in your game. So I would just leave that right there. And let me go through my notes here. And then the next thing we're going to do is right here. Um, this may force a search result to be displayed always in full screen. If you're not in full screen, if you're not using search warrant, if you're not using a search warrant, all right, force search result full screen. All right, if you guys want that at full screen, you can. Mine is going to be a no because what this does is this here will actually pause the game on whatever search that you would find. I like to keep my game running as possible. All right, so so if you guys keep that if you want to, mine's going to be a no. All right, and I'm going to go down here to the next one, and I think we're done with the with the perimeters. I believe we are. The next thing we're going to do is realistic system. All right, now right here where it says whether you want to turn realistic weapons on, weapon system on startup. I just leave that as yes because I'll show you all in game, but you all can change that over to no if you guys want to, and that will change it in your INI file as well. All right, now let's keep going here, and then down here where it says calm the ped, this is your this is your next, and down here, um, let me just double check here. I don't think calm the ped. We have to do nothing on it. Nope, we don't have to do nothing on it. So let's go on down to prisoner transport. Right, this is important too as well. Um, come down here to prisoner transport here, and then right here where it says, whether you want to use the nearest cop as a prisoner transport, recruit nearest cop for transport. All right, just leave that as yes. Because whoever, leave that as yes. Because whoever is nearest to you, they're going to haul them off to jail. Now, if you want the realistic transfer to jail, let somebody else come and take them off to jail. You can do that if you want to. That's all that is. I just leave mine as yes. Just get them out as soon as possible. All right, and then all right. The next thing we're going to do here is the siren light and sound setting for prisoner transport. All right, and it says here, be aware that in LES vehicles, if you are enabled the siren cannot sound during a disabled ELS lamination. Now, so keep that in mind. All right. So down here on the first one where it says prisoner transport lights, siren lights arrival, that is going to be just their lights. All right. That's going to be just their lights. So say like you just got done role playing a shootout and they come down there with their just their lights on. Now you can leave that as yes. That's just their lights. And then prisoner transport siren light depart. So that means just that means their lights and just their lights. Um, it will be on and off on the part. All right, I'll let mine is no. All right, because once the scene's done, they'll back out. They'll back out on regular patrol. There ain't no sense of in harming any more citizens out there in the LSPDF hard world. So the lights, the siren lights, the part I left that as no. And then down here on the next one, prisoner transport siren sound arrival. All right, change that no to a yes because if you because down here in my state on where I'm at, you got to have lights and siren um, going to a scene. All right, as a firefighter myself, you got to have lights and siren going to the scene. So you cannot, I cannot, should I say, I cannot just have my lights on and go into a scene. They won't let you do that in the state where I live at. So this is what I'm going up on. All right. So if you want your lights, if you want your siren sound to sound up on arrival, change that no to yes. All right. And then on the prisoner transport siren sound depart, the same thing with the other one we just talked about there, the prisoner transport light siren depart, and you got your prisoner transport siren sound depart. All right. You want, if you guys want to, you can leave that as no, or you can actually say yes on that, and they'll be blaring their sirens out of the scene. All right. So mine's going to be yes, no, yes, and no. All right. So we're done. I believe we're done with that. I believe, and then we're down here at the corner service down here, and then down here, where it says tow service. All right. Now this is supposed to be what is in this update with the tow service. All right. So I'm gonna leave everything as is. All right. I'm gonna leave everything as is. All right. Remember, we're doing this opt the copy one because because here in just a second we're going to save this over to our I9 file, which is inside still of a rimwire. All right. So follow me on this, guys. Don't knock it until you try it. Okay. So down here on the tow service, I'm not going to change anything on it. And then insurance service down here as well. And then animal control. If you guys do that, I don't even do that. So guys, that is it. We are done with this right here. All right. Now, if you made any changes to your copy, stop the ped in your rim wire. I repeat, in your rim wire. All right. What you're going to do now is you're going to click on File. You're going to click on Save. All right. Now it's going to take a second here, and it is going to pop up right here which says View. File stopped. INI was modified. Do you wish to update in the new archive? This is your copy of your Stop the Ped. All right. So when you all get done doing that, when you get that pop up, just click on yes, and it will take a second for it to go over into your rimwire copy of your Stop the Ped. I'm gonna go ahead and close out of mine. All right. Now, if you come back over here to your Stop the Ped copy and go ahead and click on your Stop the Ped copy in your rimwire. and then navigate to Stop the Ped in your folder, in your rim wire. Go to plugins, and then capital letters LSPDFR. And then come down here to your INI file. Go ahead and pop that open. And it's going to take a second for mine to pop open. And everything we just did in this INI file, we saved over to that copy of that Stop the Ped in your rim wire. All right. And then I'll show you the difference right here in just a second. All right. And then there's that one. There's that one right there. Now go ahead and close out of this Stop the Ped copy and open up the original copy to Stop the Ped. All right, and then navigate to the following folders. Be the same folder. Go to Stop the Ped, plugins, LSPDFR, and then go down here to your INI file. All right, and then I'm gonna let me get this up into 2 pages here real quick. There's one, and there is the other. Now you'll be able to see your changes inside of your Stop the Ped copy and your original copy that you made off of that one inside of your INI file. All right, so go ahead and close out of your Stop the Ped in your notepad in both of them, and then go ahead and close out of this rim wire, and then go ahead and bring up your GTA 5 main directory. Go ahead and bring that up there real quick, and then go ahead and bring up the Stop the Ped copy. Let me split this up into 2 pages. Now, if you look up here on the top right hand corner up here, it will say Stop the Ped 4.9.5.2 copy. All right. So go ahead and click on that Stop the Ped, and go ahead and grab this plugins folder and your Rage Native UI.dll. All right, left control and click. And if you look at the date on it, it's 9/3/2024. All right, now if you go back to the original website and look at it, it's still going to say February of 2023. All right, I think only thing he did was actually change the date on it. That's what I think Bejoijo did. All right, so is it updated? I don't think so, but we're going to go ahead and grab it anyway. And remember at the start of this video, we made a folder to save our original Stop the Ped copy that was inside of your main directory. All right. So what we're going to do now is go ahead and take your plugins folder and your Rage Native UI.dll. Left click on it, bring it over here to your main directory, 123, drop it in like a fishing line like you're fishing, and replace the files that is within the same name. All right, and go ahead and close out of your Stop the Ped copy, and go ahead and close out of your Grand Theft Auto 5 main directory. All right, it is 9:54 a.m. on a Tuesday, March the 12th, 2024. I'm getting ready to go inside the game, and we're going to go through all of this. I'm sorry it's been long, but I just want to show you all on what I am learning along the way, and I hope to help you guys out by any shape, form, and fashion, by any means. I appreciate you all coming in, and I will see you inside of your LSPDFR. All right, guys, welcome in to your in-game showcase of your Stop the Ped. And let's go ahead and get going inside of your LSPDFR. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a initial traffic stop here for a minute. And let me see who I can pull over here. Here we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this. Let's go ahead and get this one pulled over, and let's do like a actual role play. 222 dispatch. Show me on a 1011 postal 610 Hawk. Stand by for a Tennessee 28.
Roger that.
And there's my initial traffic stop. So here
Target
is the.
license plate 81 Queen Frank Queen 351.
Alright, so right there, guys, is your variable for checks. Now let's get out here, get my seatbelt off here, and then let's go out here and see what we could do on this here real quick, and give you the ropes here. Alright, so actual role play. Alright, you already introduced yourself, stuff like that. Now what you're going to do is, if you left it as default, as E as an Edward, if you changed it, go ahead and hit it. Mine's going to be K as in kilo, and that is going to bring up your traffic stop menu. Alright, now right here, you can ask for all documents, driver's license, and if you come down here and just ask for just a single document, you can go registration or insurance. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I want to ask for all documents right here. And it's going to be under Jonathan Mark, and then looks like his his registration's good, and his insurance card's good. Alright, and his driver's license is definitely good. So now you question them right here too as well, where it says question the driver. Have you been drinking? Have you done any drugs lately? Where did you come from? Where you heading to? You get down here to vehicle operations, which is they're operating while you run a red light. You can go through while you tailgating, drivers recklessly. But I did see you on the phone, dude. So while you on the phone, sorry, my boss called me. Okay, and then seeing you run that red light back there. What's the deal with that? I thought it was still yellow. Well, no, you have to slow down when it's yellow and stop on red. Anyway, and your next sets of questions will be the violation documents, driver's license expired, insurance, registration, and then while you're driving without a license, registration, insurance, and a suspended license. And then you're down here on your violations equipment, headlight broken, brake lights ain't working, windshield's not broken, neon underglow, windows broken, windows too dark, lighten it up some, or your load is not secure. So, and then with this right here, you also do a breathalyzer test or a drug swab while they're sitting inside that vehicle. Then come down here and I'm going to ask to order them to leave out of their vehicle right here. And then if you go ahead and hit that button again to bring up your, or double tap your button again.
Hey, man.
If you left it as default, it should be E. If you change it like I did, hit K twice, and then go ahead and hit K again, and that's going to bring up your Ped action menu. You can still ask for ID card here, or driver's license, hunting license, or fishing license. You can honestly do a Ped check for dispatch. And you can grab them here, or you can make them follow you. Right now, I'm just going to have them to follow me just for right now. I'm going to come down here until you get them up here on a safe spot somewhere. What in the world's he doing? Follow me, dude. What's he doing? You know what? I'll tell you what. He's being a dumbass anyway. So go ahead and hit your Ped action menu again and have him to stop following. Alright, now. Let me do that one more time. All right. And this time I'm going to grab him this time. All right. Seems like he's going to go around the car instead of front of the car. So we're going to do this right here. And then right here, if you actually got them cuffed up and ready to put in the back seat, you can either put in the rear of the seat, you can put them in the front seat, or you can just release them. All right. But you have to be next to the car to do it. Right now, I'm just going to release them for now. And then he should automatically turn back to you. And then next thing we're going to do now is bring back up your Ped action menu and go to rest Ped. Just for right now, that he's going to be detained. Just for right now. And then next thing you're going to do is go ahead and call for code 2 backup. Go ahead and call for code 2 backup. 222 dispatch request code 2 backup to my location.
Assistance required in Hawick.
9. So we got code 2 backup coming.
Copy that. Taking a look.
Right here.
Shit is whack, son.
And if you look up here at my mini map here, I'll zoom in a little bit here. And it should be like a blue dot coming to you. There they are right there, but I didn't see them having any police lights or sirens on. So we may have to go back to the I-9 file on that. Right there. And then as soon as he arrives there, he turns on his code 2 lights. So we may have to go back in the I-9 there for a minute. It's no big deal. Alright. And then now bring back up your Stop the Ped menu here or Ped action menu on Stop the Ped. Either you can have your buddy or you can do it yourself to pat them down. You can do a breathalyzer test by you or your buddy, or a drug swab by you or your buddy. Alright, and just for right now, I'm going to have my buddy do a
Attention all units, we
breathalyzer
have a
test.
traffic alert. Target last seen driving a Uber Mach coupe. Target's license plate 31 Union. All units remain on alert.
I appreciate that.
Nah, that is my Amber events there. Now, as you can tell, he's drunk there. He's at 0.75. He is triple drunk. So bring up your test menu again. Go down here where it says drug swab test. Go ahead and give him a tester real quick. Let me get back here real quick.
Thank you.
Crap. Alright, so there's a drug swab right there, and then all of that's negative. Now you can easily pat them down yourself by hitting the F10 button, unless you changed it in your I9 file, or you can have your partner to do it by hitting and bringing up your Ped action menu and go down here where it says pat down by you or my buddy. But if you go ahead and hit that F10 button or whatever button you changed it to, that is going to automatically pat them down for you. Just like that right there. And they found a few capsules in a plastic container. So I think I know what it is, just right off the top of my head. So we know he's drunk. He ain't got drugs in the system, but he does on him, on his person.
Attention all units in Vinewood Hills.
So when you come back here to the back of your vehicle, now make sure you are close enough to do this, alright? You go ahead and hit G as in George, and then go ahead and you got your, you can grab a rifle, shotgun, you grab your ammo, armor back here, cobble transport here, grab cones, grab your fire extinguisher, and this is where you do your checks at, your evidence check. Now, he didn't have anything in his, no weapons on him, but you can go ahead and do a narcotics field test. Make sure you're close enough. That's going to open up the trunk, and it's got a few little plastic containers. So, and if it's highlighted in bold white like this right here, you can search it. But if it's gray looking, you cannot search it. So automatically, I'm gonna check for MDMA MATA. I'm gonna call it MATA because that is negative. So we'll go down here to the next one. We're gonna say LD. Got to be careful, guys. YouTube has got strict on this, I reckon. So it is positive for LD. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit backspace on it. Now, one thing I forgot to do. If you come up here to the car, and then if you hit G's and George like this, you can do a vehicle check through your contents menu. You call for transport this way. You can search the vehicle. You can obtain
A possible 211 at
the plate number, and once you do that,
7 market. Respond code 3.
222 dispatch, show me 10-6.
10-4, copy that.
222 dispatch, show me 10-6.
10-4, copy that.
9. So, and when you go to obtain the plate number here, all you gotta do is go to obtain plate number, hit enter, and that plate number will be automatically in your copy light. Cannot wait for him to update that. I'm telling you. I hope he's doing that next. And bring up your contents menu again. If you left it as default, it should be G's and George. You can go ahead and request tow here, call for insurance, and slow down traffic. You can slow down the traffic right here for your Stop The Ped. That will slow it down there. And you can clear traffic here, and that circle will go away. And then we'll talk about this disable illicit weapon system later. But right now, we want to search this vehicle. You can search it by bringing up your contents menu again, and you can search it like that. You can search it like that, and found some looks like some paper in there. And then go ahead, and if you guys need to research it, go ahead and hit that F10 button again. That's a shortcut button to search your ped and also to search your vehicle. Alright. Now let me come back here to the vehicle again. We're gonna do some testing on this paper here by hitting G's and George. Unless you can change it to another letter. And then go back down here to evidence check. Bring that open. Now, see, now you got 2 on here, alright? You already tested the first one. You already tested the plastic. Now we're going to test this paper out. Alright, and the only 2 in here is LD and your vent. Alright, your LD and vent. So, first thing I want to do, I'm going to try the vent. Just for the heck of it. Alright. It's negative for vent, so it's got to be the LD.
This town is
There you go, it's the LD. So he's got 2 counts of LD on him, and that's, like I said, copyright's a different story. Now what you're going to do now is go ahead and hit J's and George again, and then go ahead and request for a transport this way, or you can do it for grammar. Let's try grammar first. 222 dispatch request prisoner transport 610 postal. I got 1 mail 1015.
10-4, copy that. Target's license plate 81 Queen
Same.
Frank Queen 351.
It's not me doing it, guys. I cannot wait to upgrade this, I'm telling you. So if you hit G's and George, and then go ahead and call for transport this way, it should be the nearest cop. It should be this one right here behind me.
Assistance required in Hollis.
So there he is right there, and then he's going to be hauled to jail off like that. Now, Don't forget too, your tow trucks is supposed to be updated. All right. So don't forget about that. So if you hit George again, and then come down here to where it says request tow. You can request tow like that, and then you can either go small tow truck, large tow truck, or large flatbed. All right. Now I don't never do these two here, but
Thank you.
for the sake of this tutorial, because these two here is supposed to be the most updated one, I'm gonna go with the large tow truck. All right.
Tow truck. Assistance required in Hollis.
I could have called for a flatbed on this one, but no sense in it. And if you look on my mini map here above it, and you can see right there, there is my tow truck. And we'll see if he stops. Look like he is stopping pretty good. Looks like tow truck's doing good on my end, guys. Now, used to, it was, yeah, well, she ran that red light too, so that was her fault. But overall, if he did do an update on the tow truck, it looked pretty good in my book. Looked pretty good. Looks like it's going straight line down that way. There's one with the underglow. So, guys, that's going to wrap it up for me right here. I appreciate you all coming in, looking at this video. I'm sorry it's been long, but that's how Stop the Ped is. Stop the Ped actually does the whole without Stop the Ped. To me, it would not be LSPDFR. All right, it just be all talking. You just be talking to yourself. That's pretty much what we do anyway. But I'm talking about without Stop the Ped here, this game would not be nothing. There's a lot of plugins that would not be nothing. Don't get me wrong, but Stop the Ped has got to be the number one that you got to have inside your LSPDFR. So, guys, I appreciate it. Appreciate you all coming out here, and we will see you guys in the next one. And we are going. Peace out, guys.